having a guest from Uganda, which is also known as the Pearl of Africa. He is Eddy. So today we are going to do a discussion of himself and also how he has changed and he has made a change in his context using volunteerism. So over the last couple of years he has been doing a lot of social entrepreneurship things and also social activities which made a change in his context. So to start with this discussion, Eddy, I would like if you can introduce yourself to the people who are watching.
Wow, it's a great privilege to be part of this series. My name is Eddy Balina and I come from Uganda. Uganda is in the heart of East Africa.
So people used to call it Pearl of Africa.
Yeah, the Pearl of Africa. When Winston Churchill visited Africa and he reached Uganda, it was so green, beautiful, gifted by nature, and he called it the Pearl of Africa.
You know what?
Yeah.
Sri Lanka is also known as Pearl of Indian Ocean.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
I
So
look
we
forward
have-
to be to Sri Lanka one time.
Yeah, let's see the possibility in the near future.
All right.
So I needed to know a couple of things from you.
Yeah.
And if we will go into the first thing, and that how you have made a change in Uganda through volunteerism and social activities.
Well, maybe to start with, in Uganda, I am based in the second city, which is Jinja. And I was born 27 years ago, and I was born in this slum affected by so many issues. But some of the issues at the forefront were poverty and violence. And these pretty much shaped what I am doing today. The work around preventing violence, the work around working on issues to reduce poverty through entrepreneurship. So this kind of background of where I was born really shaped my vision. And 9 years ago, I started the Non-Violence Project Uganda, which is a youth organization that is committed to reducing violence through education, also leveraging the power of sports, music, and entrepreneurship. And as a youth leader, I mobilized fellow young people to take action. I mobilized them and we started different small actions because I believe that these small actions we take at an individual or small group level at the end of the day have the global impact.
Yeah.
So we started this small action, we started organizing events for schools, and that birthed a program called Schools for Peace. We started doing outreaches in our communities, starting conversations on issues of violence because violence is very predominant.
In your context.
Yeah, in Uganda, and this takes all forms: violence at home, violence in school, violence at a community and national level. We have a background of war and bloodshed, and all these things have shaped what's happening today. So I mobilize fellow young people to address these issues through volunteerism, and this has grown now to become a very successful model that's being replicated in different parts of Uganda. Yeah.
So how do you think that you have made an impact on these young people in your context?
Yeah, I think I've made an impact, one, by mobilization. Mobilization of telling the young people, guys, let's wake up, let's take action.
Yeah.
And through mobilization, this is how we've been able to achieve, because there must be a voice. A voice that drums up for action, a voice that calls people to action. And in my context, I happen to be that voice. But also over the years, because I have grown over the years, it's been 9 years now, and what I'm now looking at is mentoring other young people, and that's one of the things I'm passionate about. Of recent, before I came here to India, I had a summit called the Schools for Peace Summit. And we had over 400 young people coming to this summit, and these are student leaders of the peace clubs in over 98 schools where we are running. And it was amazing to really share my heart, but also listen and interact with these young people, these young students who are in these teenagers, and share the insight and the knowledge and the skills that I've acquired over the years, but also challenge them and pass on the baton to them. That now it's your turn. We are growing and going into another season, and now you take up and really take action and address these problems
and issues that you have in your context.
Yes, definitely.
And what do you think about the change that young people can obtain through volunteering and making some contribution towards social development and community development?
Yeah, I believe volunteerism is a great tool, but it starts from identifying something you're passionate about.
Yeah.
Normally, people look at volunteering as something you do laissez-faire, you just take for granted.
Yeah.
And sometimes volunteers don't think they make such a great impact, but it is really powerful.
Having an impact.
Yeah, it's powerful.
Because at the end of the day, all these volunteerism actions counts.
Yeah, definitely. You know, one thing I've got to realize, every great idea starts from identifying something that you're passionate about, something you can do not for money.
Yeah.
We are in a context and in a time where people are pursuing money, and people can do anything for money. And at a personal level, you don't get that kind of satisfaction. Money is important. But at this youthful stage, that's the opportunity when you don't have so much that is demanding. And that's the peak when you can make a great contribution to your community and to the world. So I believe volunteering is a great tool that young people out there should really embrace. Yeah.
And I happen to know that your wife is also doing some social action work.
Yes.
So it's time to share that activities as well.
Yes, my wife Eva, she's back home in Uganda. She's also working with me, and she's doing amazing work.
So you must be grateful, and you are so fortunate.
Yes, I'm really grateful. And it's amazing to work alongside her. Yes, beautiful experience.
And finally, what is your message to the young people whom are watching and whom are with us? And why these young people have to take in charge of volunteerism and social change?
Yeah, young people out there, the message that I have for you is in every generation there are specific issues. And the people who are supposed to address those issues are the people in that generation. And what are the issues in your generation? The main question is, what are you doing about these issues? What are you doing about it? So I encourage you to take action. It could be small action, but it will definitely count. It will have a great global impact.
Yeah. And that impact may not happen within a single day.
Yeah, definitely.
It may take some time, but at the end of the day, it all counts.
Yeah.
That is what you say.
Yes.
So that remarks the end of our small discussion, Eddy, and thank you so much for being with us and sharing your experiences. I hope you can go and you can do more better, because you have the support from your family and all your friends in Uganda. And congratulations.
Thank you, and thank you for hosting me on this beautiful and very powerful platform. I really congratulate you on coming up with such a great idea.
Yeah, let's
Please
see.
Take it forward.
Yeah, let's see. We can do some changes in our own context, and that is what we are striving towards.
Yeah.
And I think I'm on a positive mood that we can change those systems that we have in our own context, and we can overcome those issues.
Yeah.
Again, thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. See you in Sri Lanka.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay.